this is Maggie. So I have a company who they have reached out to me before. They are called Love Arts, and they wanted me to go ahead and send me a couple of supplies for me to work on, create a project, and then just show the items to you guys, and you'll get the description. You can see everything on the description in regards to their discount codes and all that, and the names of the items and all that. So I received the items. I picked some of the stuff that I wanted to work with, and I opened this already. I checked them out. So let me show you what I have. I love this one. These are clear stamps, and they are the ones for Facebook, Twitter. Like this one is for Facebook. That one is, I believe, text. S for something. I can't remember what the S is for. YouTube, something else, Pinterest, Google, Twitter, and Apple. So I am so excited because this is great when you're working on your planners, and if you have days that you go on Facebook or you have any classes or anything that's online, you can use these stamps for that. For me, it works well because I have to go, I have my Instagram, I have my Twitter, I have my Facebook accounts. So this is great because I can use these stamps on my planner. So I'm excited about that. This is so cute. I did get a couple of die cuts. This is actually a flower, which I'm going to use on this project, along with, I'm going to try to use everything that's in this side of this part here. So I want to use this and you guys get to see how I use the die cut and get them set up. I'll be playing myself. Not sure how it looks like. It's a, I have to just, I'll be playing with it. So I have that. This is a beautiful pocket for the journals, also as a die cut too. So I'll put that together as well. This too. So I'm planning to use all this on this page. This one will be the leaves that I may use, for the flowers. And then I wanted to use these little clear stamps that are actually stamps. And isn't this nice? I have, this one has the world and some scripted words here. This one has flowers. This one has numbers. This is like a theater ticket. Some other ticket here. Another stamp here with a car. And, and that. And I guess this is one where you put the date on. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm going to be using, I want to use these die cuts here, and I want to use this stamps, maybe one or two. Someone reached out to me and they wanted me to do it's the first time I heard of it, but when I researched it, it's very similar to an ATC. ATC is Artist Trading Cards, but this one is called DAJ, which is actually it's like a card that's folded, and you decorate the card. It's 8 by 8. So this will be an 8 by 8. You fold it in the middle there, and then you decorate. Then when you open your card, this should be the main page. And I have to do a drawing, most likely it'll be a face or something, but I'm gonna decorate the whole thing. And then it's a swap. I send this out to that person will send her her project to me, and it'll be so neat. So I'm gonna use all these items, and I'm gonna do this video putting this together. And so once I start working on it, I have to pick the paper, the colors, and all that stuff. But this is the items I'm going to be using. I want to use tissue paper. I've seen online. Oh gosh, what's her name? I got to get her name to give her credit. But I actually stain this tissue paper. This is when, when you give out a gift and you use that white tissue paper. I use coffee, and it actually smells like coffee. Very heavy too. But there's also, you can use your gel print to also add paint to this tissue paper, and I want to do that, and I want to use this for this project as well. So before going into the video on how I'm going to put all this together, I did want to show you a couple of things I did this week. I had mentioned to you guys that I got this book to work on vintage flowers because I have been trying to get vintage flowers and I haven't been successful. So I found this book and I started working on some. I'm still working on this one. This is one of them. It's this one here. It's gonna look a little bit different, but it's pretty neat. It's pretty nice in comparison. So once I finish this flower, I'm gonna cut it out and put it in a new, and I'll tell you about it in a second. But I am working this book, and I created some drawings that I'm getting ready to use my watercolor and get them done. And then I have created a storage specifically for my items that I use often and the ones that I create, like my focal points for my journals, my cards, and all that stuff. So I wanted to show you that. But so this book I found that I believe it was in Michael's or Joann's, and I went ahead and gave in order online. It's called 100 Vintage Botanical, yeah, prints. So I went ahead and ordered this, and I got it, and this is exactly what I was looking for. So I went online, and it actually wasn't very expensive. I think I paid I don't remember how much I paid, but anyway, it's called 100 Vintage and it's a botanical prints. And look at this, isn't this beautiful? It has all these flowers. But this is my challenge. My challenge is that I'm gonna have a hard time cutting them out and using them in my project because they're so pretty. Once I complete a project, I usually file it away and I don't see it again. I think I'm going to be using it as an example for me, using it so that I can recreate them and color them. So that because if I cut them and put them away, then I'll forget about all these beautiful prints. Look how beautiful. So I think it's gonna sit as just a book for me I do my own drawing and use the watercolors, and then these will be the items, I'll cut them out, and then these will be my focal points that are going to go in my journal. And then I preserve this so that when I come back I can recreate it again, and I know how exactly the flowers look like and stuff like that. So I did that. But what I did was I was watching someone who was working. She does a lot of the vintage, and she had a journal just dedicated for her ephemeras. So she has all of her cut flowers, stickers, tags, and all that in this huge binder. I try to avoid big binders because I don't have the space. So I love journals. So I figured, why don't I just go ahead and create it, but not as big. And then I realized I had already created a little journal that I still have it. I haven't even started working the pages. And I looked at the journal and I decided that I was going to use it for my ephemeras, which it ended up being this journal here. So I got this on Joann's. Look how beautiful. And I just use it to type, to hold it tight, because now this is going to have ephemeras and flowers and stickers and stuff in it. So it's so nice and thick. This is one of those seal stamps, and I use this same thing. It's in the bottom, but it's open and glued. Then I have a circle craft paper there. I did a little of the ruffle paper that I've been on my last video, twine, and then I actually did the seal stamp on it and added a little bit of glitter, and I used two different pinks on it. So and then this 2020 was from this 20, which is supposed to be the year 2020. I actually received stamps from my favorite art journalist, Ali Brown, and this is the stamps. So was gonna go with the 2020, but I didn't want to have that big, you know, all that number here, so I brought it down to 2 digits. And now that I'm looking at it, I said I should have been 2020. But anyway, so I have those 2 numbers here, and this is the stamp that I use for that. And then when you open this, now this is funny because I created my first pocket here, and I decorated the packet and everything. And when I received the stamps from Ali Brown, it came with this beautiful thank you card, and it has this purple in the back, and I love that. And I said, you know, I love this. I want to use this. I want to use this background. This is so pretty. So I created the packet just to put the card there. And then I turned it around and I said, oh wow, she's in a circle. Let me see how, and look how nice. So I went ahead and her name was in the bottom of another card. I just cut it out and put it there, and I'm just going to keep it this way. So here is some of the flowers that I have that I worked on. Now this is the ones that I'll use focal points. It's cardstock. And then this is just a soft one, but this is another one from the other book that I was working on. So as I get them completed, I'm planning to put them here. And this pocket here, if it gets too full, this journal has a lot of pockets, so I should be okay. Alrighty. And then here I have my stickers, all these little butterflies. So this is just kind of butterflies. Here I created a tip-in, which is also a pocket, and then I have these in here to use them. And then here I have all of my flowers. This is a lot. It's all of the flowers I created and the flowers that I always pull out when I'm working on a project. They're all in there. This is just a decoration, but this is something too that I was working on. Is their bright pink flowers. So I have them there, and some hearts are in there. And then I got some circles here and some cards shaped like that. And then I have all my stamps here. And then here I have some of the faces I created. But this will be for my little journal, stuff like that. If it's for a mixed media project that I'm working on, I like to use the hard paper, you know, the like cardstock or the hard watercolor paper, thick, nice and thick, so it'll be the focal point of the page. And here I have stickers that are flowers, and here I have more pockets. There is all pockets. Here I have another pocket that is this way, yeah, that I can add. Look at this one. This is from Jane Davenport. I cut this and I just placed it there as a decoration. Doesn't have no pockets. And then here I have this pocket. And actually I got this today for $147. But look how pretty they are. These are little stickers. So this is my new ephemera journal that I gonna have on my desk when just to pull the items that I use the most. They're here, and I keep them right here. Let me pull this up so you guys can see. So I keep this journal here, this little wooden box. The little tiny ones are still here on my little tiny stickers. They're still there. And then these are just letter stencils that are there, and a little bit of washi tape, cards. This is just some of my most used stamps are here to create letters, and some vintage, a little bit of vintage pages there. And so this is kind of handy, and I just can move it and put it here. So that was my little project I completed this week. Now let's go into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi friends again. I completed this project, and I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys. The video became very long because I added so much to it. I practically used a lot of things for it. So the only thing that I didn't show, and I think I'm gonna do it on a separate video, was the drawing and the watercoloring of the face that I added. But this is the DH, sorry, DAH swap. It has been completed. So this is how it came out. This is the front of it. And I added the elements here. See here? And I got the flowers. These were from the new dies. This was from the new dies. And then this is the back. And then I have a set of new dies here. Then I used the tissue paper to do the front end. And then when you open it up, this is the face that I drew, and I used the watercolor and pencils and all that, but it became so long, the process, that I'll do a separate video, but she will be the focal point. I added the pocket here, you see that, and then I have a little card tag here, and then in the back I say enjoy from Maggie, and this is my swap. And this is it. This is the project. This was a lot of fun and a lot of work. But anyway, I was trying to use most of the supplies that I received, minus a couple of them. I even used the stamp here from the new set. And so this is it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you.